Hello Peacock, I hope everyone's well. I hope that you have been enjoying the lovely weather that we've still been having. Thank you to everyone who has been sending photos of activities that they've been up to all the teachers in year 4. In Peacock class, I've had people sending me pictures of bread they've made, baking that they've been up to, spelling and maths that they've done, some lovely poems, and I've also even had people sending me fairy gardens they've made in the garden and even a Pokemon board game. In particular, in Peacock, I want to give a huge shout out to Charlie and Phoebe and Francesca and Evie. But as we said, thank you to all the children that have been sending things through. Now, last week, there was a very important Timetable Rockstar challenge. The boys against the girls in each class. Have to say, in Adlington and Peacock, the girls were exceptional, I think is the only word I can use to describe it. They absolutely smashed the boys. However, in Brownlee, very, very close. And on this occasion, the boys just coming out on top. So very, very impressed with the Brownlee girls for their effort, but particularly the boys for just pipping them at the post there. So well done. This week, we are really up against it year 4 because we're going to be battling year 5 classes. So usual time, it starts at 9:15, finishes, and that's obviously on Monday, finishes at 3:15 on the Friday. And the battles are this. Adlington will be taking on Sunday. Brownlee will be taking on Barlow, and Peacock will be taking on Ezra. So come on year 4. Let's try and have 3 year 4 classes winning it this time. Now, in terms of this week, we've got the usual timetable with all the links on. And for maths, we are going to be sticking with IC Maths this week. I've been hearing from some of you in your emails that you've been enjoying the activities, and it's very much watch the video, and there are some activities to do within the video. So do have a paper and pencil ready for that. And equally, we can see that this lesson is last week, but the new lessons come online daily, so they're ready for you. There is, I believe, all the chapters now to Sky Song are there for you to listen to, so please do so. Mr. Corn and particularly Mr. Corn and Miss Warburton have both worked really, really hard to make those videos for you, so enjoy those, and I hope that some people are enjoying some of their own reading as well. I've certainly had some children tell me about some books that they've really enjoyed reading. The English for this week. Is similar to last week in that it's all about practicing some key writing skills. We are going to go back, or in future weeks, we're going to return to some lessons where we focus more on our writing. So please do try and look at what's being offered for this week in English and maybe dip into the areas that you feel you need practice with. When you get, so for example, on the Monday, it's using prepositions. There's videos to watch, there's activities. You don't need to complete all 3 activities. You can just complete the parts that you feel are most helpful, just so you've practiced this skill ready for future weeks. As I say, there's other grammar aspects to do on different days. And once you get to Friday, a book I know that my daughter really enjoyed when she was year 4, year 5 age is The Worst Witch by Jill Murphy. There's some extracts on that and a few questions to answer. So test your reading skills with that activity. Now, moving on. The rest of the morning on the timetable, you've got the usual spelling activities. Well done to everyone who's been practicing those. And also using Hit the Button as well. In the afternoon, I know that history has proved very, very popular with lots of you. We're still sticking with the Anglo-Saxons. And I think you're going to particularly enjoy this activity because once you've looked at some manuscripts, which are the resource sheets, they look like this. And you've learned a little bit about how Anglo-Saxons wrote, and there's a couple of these sheets. You're going to have a go at deciphering some Anglo-Saxon writing, which is known as runes, and then you're going to try and write some of your own. I think it'd be fantastic if you could maybe write some messages to your parents, to your brothers, sisters, and see if they can actually work out what you're writing. Certainly having a go at writing your own name in runes is a nice thing to do. The geography this week builds on to what you've done previous week, looking at maps, and this week's looking at latitude, longitude. Again, watch the video. Don't feel you have to do all the activity, but please, try and dip into it and complete what you find useful. Now, I know lots of you have really enjoyed when we've been making things. Had some terrific artwork come through this week in terms of the lessons that we did, or lesson we did based on Andy Goldsworthy. Something that my family have been watching recently is Spring Watch, and that inspired me to think that I've also been hearing so many of you getting out in your gardens that actually you could possibly have a go at building some sort of bug hotel. This video on the Spring Watch website gives you information about all you need to really do to build a bug hotel, but equally you could do a bit of research on Google. You could even actually design it, draw it first of all, and hopefully you've got things in your garden, or if you get the woods, you could collect some things. So I know that all of your teachers would love to see some pictures of some bug hotels, and also that builds on things that we did back in the autumn term. Now, the science for this week is making balloon rockets. Again, I've had a terrific amount of photos of the science you've done. I think people particularly enjoyed the leaky bags and trying to make the rainbows this week. And hopefully you've got some balloons in your house that you can do this with, and some string. And obviously just speak to mums and dads before you use some clothes pegs as well. But I would love to see some photos of, and your teachers would, of how you get on with this experiment. This one is a lot of fun, so please enjoy that. Joe Wicks this week, I believe, is dressed up as Batman. So I hope some of you had a go at the activity last week where he was Spider-Man. And French is telling the time. There's finding out some more features of music and a video to watch. What is harmony? So please have a look at that. Again, all the links are on here. And if you just would like a bit of mindfulness, there's a poster that you can print off. You can colour it. Talks about how to be kind to yourself. I think all of us need to do that. We need to take time out in our days just to do things that we enjoy. But equally, maybe make your own poster. What would a poster look like if you were just creating something that made you feel calm, and something that you just enjoyed doing in terms of drawing or colouring? And again, please send some of those mindfulness, being kind to yourself posters to your teachers. So lots for you to do there, Year 4. I hope you enjoy those activities. Please keep emailing your teachers. All of us are really enjoying speaking to you on the phone. So again, we'll be giving you a call this week just to say hi. So have a fantastic week, Year 4. Thank you very much.